Look at yourself, not the face you show the world, but the one staring back in the mirror at 6 a.m., shoulders heavy, eyes hollow. You're moving, breathing, surviving, but are you living? Most people drift through days like ghosts, trapped in routines that numb their soul. You scroll, feeding your mind the chaos of others while yours starves. The Stoics didn't survive the world by surrendering. Marcus Aurelius fought his own mind daily. Seneca wrestled with despair and wasted time. Epictetus, a slave, found freedom when he refused to be a victim of circumstance. Their secret, they faced the raw truth. Life doesn't wait. Every day you sleepwalk is a day stolen. Stop pretending. Wake up. This is your signal. Your life is not an accident. It is your responsibility. Your mind is under siege. Every notification, every opinion, every meaningless debate is a raider, stealing your focus, stealing your clarity. You think you're in control, but your attention is rented to chaos. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. That power is your weapon. Begin with a purge. 30 minutes every morning. Cut the noise. Read, reflect, write, train, not entertainment, training. Feed your brain strategy, resilience, courage. Every thought you allow, unchallenged, builds walls between you and your purpose. Recognize the lies you've believed. I'm too tired, too late, too weak. Those are not truths, they are shackles. Today, you dismantle them. Command your thoughts. Do not negotiate with distraction. Your mind can either be a battlefield or a fortress. Decide which it will be. Stop chasing what you think will make you happy. Happiness is a side effect, not a trophy. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Seneca warned against measuring life by possessions, status, or fleeting pleasure. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Today, every decision you make, every action you take, either shapes the person you want to be or reinforces who you are right now. Want discipline? Don't chase routines. Become the person who honors their word. Want strength? Don't just lift weights. Be the person who refuses weakness. Identity precedes action. Shift your focus from I want to I am. This is the lever. Small, relentless choices compound into transformation. One choice, one action, one declaration at a time. Start embodying it now. Look closely. Those barriers holding you back. You built them yourself. I can't. I'm not ready. It's too late. Every excuse is a brick in a prison you constructed. Epictetus called it assent. Agreeing with fear's lies until they become your reality. Stop agreeing. Tear them down. Write your 3 strongest self-limiting beliefs. Now rewrite them as declarations of power. I don't have time. I prioritize what matters. I'm not smart enough. I develop the skills I need. It's too late. Every moment is a new beginning. Each word is a hammer. Each sentence cracks the walls of your old self. Fear shrinks in the light of truth. Doubt dissolves when confronted with action. You don't wait for courage. You act, and courage follows. Stop negotiating with weakness. The life you claim begins on the other side of the walls you choose to destroy today. Your mind will betray you if you let it wander unchecked. Discipline it. Every morning, write 3 thoughts that strengthen you and 3 that weaken you. Throughout the day, intercept the negative ones the instant they appear. Replace them with truth, not fluff. At night, ask yourself, did my mind serve me today, or did it sabotage me? This is not positive thinking, it's mental warfare. Clarity, calm, and focus are won, not given. The Stoics fought internal storms while empires crumbled around them. Your battlefield is your own head. Declare it yours. Your mind is a kingdom, and you are its sovereign. No newsfeed, no distraction. No external chaos can rule it, but you. Every thought trained is a victory. Every unchecked thought is a surrender. Own your mind, and you command your reality. Your mind cannot thrive in a body that betrays you. Weakness, lethargy, sickness, they are chains on your potential. Marcus Aurelius rose each day because his body was meant to act, not collapse under comfort. Discipline begins in the vessel you inhabit. Eat intentionally, sleep deliberately, move consistently. Every choice with your body is a vote for who you are becoming. Stop treating it as disposable. Every skipped meal, every late night, every ignored twinge of fatigue chips away at your resilience. Nutrition, rest, and movement are not luxuries. They are obligations. A strong mind requires a strong body. A weak body makes even the clearest mind stumble. Treat your body like your warship, your temple. Your weapon, it carries your purpose. Every act of care strengthens your sovereignty. Every bite you take is a choice. Your body is not a trash can for convenience or cravings. Marcus Aurelius understood that self-mastery begins with simple acts repeated consistently. Before every meal, asks, will this fuel my purpose or feed my weakness? Don't chase perfection, chase awareness. A single conscious choice rewires your connection to discipline. Vegetables over sugar, water over soda, real food over fast fixes. Each decision whispers to your mind, I am in command. The fork becomes a scepter. The act of eating a declaration. You don't diet, you assert mastery. Your body becomes the evidence of your will. If your nutrition is chaotic, your mind will mirror it. Feed your strength, starve your excuses. Every meal is training, every conscious choice compounds into an unstoppable force. Sleep is not optional. It is the reset button of your mind, the recharge for your body, the forge of your will. Seneca warned that we waste life through neglect, late nights, endless scrolling, borrowed stress. Each hour sacrificed to distraction steals your clarity, your energy, your power. 7 to 8 hours is not indulgence, it is strategy. Protect it fiercely. Sleep is the ally of resilience, the silent architect of calm under fire. When you rise rested, your decisions sharpen, your emotions stabilize, your courage multiplies. Guarded as a warrior guards his sword. Missed sleep is missed life. Sleep well, and you are unstoppable. Sleep poorly, and you are surrendering to chaos. Choose recovery as ritual, not convenience. Subi. Your body is not meant to sit still. Stagnation breeds anxiety, anger, and despair. The Stoics trained even in hardship. Marcus Aurelius marched in armor. Epictetus endured his chains. Movement is not optional. It is rebellion against weakness. Walk when anxious, run when restless. Lift, stretch, breathe, push against resistance. 20 minutes a day, nothing fancy. No gym required, just discipline. Every step, every breath, every push against inertia is a statement. I am still in command. Movement is emotion transformed into action, chaos channeled into control. Do it daily. Tiny actions compound into unshakable strength. Your body moves, your mind sharpens, your heart aligns. In motion, you reclaim power that comfort would steal. Growth never comes from ease. The Stoics thrived by choosing challenge. Seneca slept on the floor to master desire. Marcus Aurelius trained in the chaos of war, not palaces. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you teach your body and mind to obey weakness. Start small, cold showers, an extra mile, a hard conversation, vegetables over sugar. Each deliberate act of discomfort is a signal to yourself. I am stronger than my excuses. These moments forge resilience, courage, and self-trust. Comfort is the enemy of potential. Pain, voluntary and controlled, is your ally. Discipline your suffering, do not avoid it. Every tiny victory over ease is a declaration that you are no longer a slave to desire. Your future self will rise on the strength of choices you make today. An empty heart is not weakness, it's a warning. You've built walls to avoid pain, but those walls also block joy, love, and purpose. Marcus Aurelius said, be like the rock against which the waves break. Strength is not in avoiding wounds, it's in staying open despite them. Sit in silence. No phone, no distractions. Ask yourself, if I could not fail, how would I live? What do I truly care about? Who am I when no one watches? Feel the tremor in your chest. It's proof you are alive. Listen, write. The answers aren't thoughts, they are whispers from your soul. You cannot reclaim your heart by chasing pleasure. You reclaim it by confronting the silence beneath the noise and acknowledging what truly matters. Your heart carries unnecessary cargo, anger, regret, guilt, fear. These are not you. They are old stories you've been rehearsing. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens, but how we respond tonight and for the next 30 nights. Write one thing you forgive, yourself or another. Forgiveness is not surrender, it is liberation. Every act of letting go lightens your soul. Drop the chains you were never meant to carry. Each night you release, you reclaim space for courage, joy, and love. Emotional baggage shrinks when confronted, not ignored. Your heart was designed to expand, not contract. Unload the dead weight. You become weightless, freed, unstoppable. A heart without direction wanders aimlessly. The Stoics called it sympathia. Every soul is connected. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, What harms the hive harms the bee. You were never meant to live for yourself alone. Your heart beats to serve, to create, to connect. Purpose isn't found, it's forged through action. Notice when you feel most alive. Helping someone, creating, teaching, loving. These are your clues. Start small. One act of kindness, one gesture of service. Don't wait for perfection. A heart that gives never runs empty. It expands. It strengthens. It becomes unbreakable. Write this down. My heart beats to love, to serve, and to connect. Live it. Let it guide every step. Mind, body, heart. They are not separate. They form a triad. One feeds the other. A disciplined mind gives direction to your body. A strong body fuels courage for your heart. An open heart ignites your mind with clarity and purpose. Neglect one, and the system falters. Align all three, and you become unstoppable. Marcus Aurelius struggled with anxiety. Seneca battled doubt. Epictetus lost freedom, yet found peace. None were flawless. They were relentless. Each day, they took one step forward. That's enough. One choice, one action, one disciplined moment compounds into a life others call extraordinary. The circle closes. The triad strengthens, and you rise. Transformation is alignment, not perfection. Meet James, burned out, disconnected from family, drowning in self-doubt. His life was autopilot, work, sleep, repeat. One morning, he decided enough. He started with his mind. 30 minutes each morning reading Marcus Aurelius instead of scrolling social media. Then his body, cold showers, daily runs, disciplined sleep. Finally, his heart, forgiving his father, volunteering, learning to love through action. Months later, James didn't just survive, he thrived. Calm replaced chaos, energy replaced fatigue. His focus sharpened. Happiness was no longer chased, it was embodied. This is the power of the Stoic Triad. Daily practice, relentless alignment, incremental progress, ordinary moments, transformed by discipline. Create an extraordinary life. James's change wasn't magic, it was method. First, he mastered his mind. No more passive scrolling, no more surrender to distraction. Second, he commanded his body, conscious movement, sleep, nutrition. Third, he reclaimed his heart, forgiveness, service, and intentional connection. Discipline compounded into confidence. Each morning became training. Each night, reflection. The lesson is clear. Transformation is daily, deliberate, and non-negotiable. Your life will only change when you apply pressure to your habits, your choices, your thoughts. Excuses are optional. Results are inevitable if you show up. Alignment is your weapon. Routine is your armor. Action is your declaration. I am no longer a passive observer of my own life. Stop treating transformation as separate silos. Each day, attack all three fronts. Morning, train your mind, read philosophy, write reflections, visualize discipline. Midday, train your body, move, breathe, eat intentionally, resist comfort. Evening, train your heart, review actions, practice gratitude, forgive, serve. Small, consistent acts compound into unstoppable momentum. The Stoics didn't wait for inspiration, they acted. Your life is the same battlefield. The mind guides, the body executes, the heart fuels. Miss one, and momentum falters. Master all three, and your trajectory is unstoppable. This is alignment in action. Your daily ritual is your manifesto. Your choices are the hammer shaping the life you want. You are responsible. No one else, not your parents, your boss, your circumstances, not society. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that freedom begins when you stop blaming the world. Seneca warns against wasting life on excuses. Epictetus knew that even in chains, your mind remains sovereign. Excuses are the chains you wear voluntarily. Every failure to act, every compromise with laziness, every surrendered thought is consent to mediocrity. Take ownership of every choice, what you read, what you eat, how you move, what you feel, what you give. Stop playing small. Stop delegating responsibility for your growth. Stand unshakable. You are the architect, the warrior, and the guardian of your life. No one else can fight this battle for you. Transformation is not one grand gesture. It is millions of small victories stacked daily. Each cold shower, each disciplined meal, each honest reflection chips away at weakness. Each act of service, each moment of patience, each refusal to scroll mindlessly builds strength. The Stoics understood that the mountain is climbed one step at a time. Momentum is invisible until it is unstoppable. Small victories compound into identity. The person who says, "I am disciplined," is forged in the repetition of tiny choices. Stop waiting for dramatic change. Start with the smallest act you can control. Each one is a declaration. I choose power. I choose growth. I choose life. Life will hit. That is not a threat. It is certainty. The Stoics trained in chaos, not comfort. Marcus Aurelius faced plague and war. Seneca endured exile and betrayal. Epictetus endured slavery. Their strength wasn't in avoiding hardship. It was in enduring it with purpose. Every challenge you face is a test. Every obstacle a hammer forging grit. Stop avoiding pain. Face it deliberately. Each setback is an opportunity to rehearse courage. Patience and control, resilience is built, not granted. When you embrace adversity instead of fleeing, fear loses its power. You become unshakable. Remember, life shapes you only if you refuse to break. Step into difficulty, and you step into mastery. Change is meaningless if it fades. Discipline must be relentless, daily, non-negotiable. Your mind, body, and heart require continuous attention. Reflection without action is useless. Training without consistency is wasted effort. Each day, revisit your rituals. Morning for the mind, midday for the body, evening for the heart. Reassess, recalibrate, recommit. Journals, lists, and small reminders anchor your progress. Remember, the Stoics didn't rest in comfort. They built habits that endured storms. Transformation is a lifelong commitment. Show up every day. Fight distraction. Fight comfort. Fight apathy. Momentum is built in repetition. Alignment is maintained in vigilance. Consistency is your shield. Discipline your sword. This is how greatness is sustained. Fix your mind, and you command your reality. Train your body, and you unlock strength for every battle. Heal your heart, and you discover purpose that outlives hardship. You were not born to drift. You were born to awaken, to rise, to forge a life no one else can live for you. The old life is gone. There is only the new one waiting for your courage, your discipline, your relentless action. Stand tall. Take a deep breath. Feel the fire inside. One step, right now, is all it takes. Declare, I am the author of my transformation. I am sovereign of my mind, guardian of my body, protector of my heart, and live it. Share this with someone who needs it. Leave a mark, not just a view. Your journey begins today. If this message resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to rise. If you found value in this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it gently with someone who needs a push to take control of their life. Remember, the journey begins today. Take one step. Claim your power. Live with purpose.